These are some notes on a PowerDirector edit I did today about fisheye and panorama, and the reason I'm recording the video is just to feed back to myself and to anybody who's interested in how one of these videos are actually made. And it's something that is like freaky, and the reason it's freaky is because I or you could torment a lot over making a video like it's a really big deal, and sometimes it isn't and doesn't need to be, and that's why I'm standing here recording this screen and quite honestly just talking, not making a video as such. But anyway, the point of it is this is how it works. And what I've got here, I'm just going to pinch zoom it down, so I'm not pretending it's a Friday, you know. I'm not pretending that I'm making some watchable video. What I'm actually doing is telling what real life is all about. So that's what the video looks like in PowerDirector as is. So what I did first of all, what you'll see on screen here, and that is a one photograph in natural light, of a bench, you know, which is a bench from a garage that's had paint and stuff thrown all over it, and I like it, and so I've made it a static background. What I've done, let's get in a bit. What I've done after that is I've used a I don't know what this is actually called actually. I'll tell you what, I won't do it there. I'll just show you what it's called and get cracking on this. So in other words, if I wanted to add a layer in PowerDirector, here we go, of a title, then the one I've actually used here is it's flocking, look. So if I show flocking, that's what it looks like. It flocks together like some birds. And so what I've done here, and I think this video is nearly over really, meaning that I've got a static, I've got a flocking text with a little bit of a shadow, and for my memory, if I wanted to edit that, I go to Edit and do the Title Designer, and then from that I've got the regular font, but I've missed out the middle one and the bottom one, which is the shadow. I've got a 1.5 distance, and I've made it about, 2/3 grey, and I've filled the shadow. So if you take the shadow off, you don't get anything. Then I've filled the shadow. Without filling the shadow, it does like a strong light is just shining. So that's what I've done there. And then as I've come along, I've added some screenshots, I've added some more screenshots, and all of those are set up with a fade. Let me just look at the settings, and that's I've turned the Ken Burns pan and zoom off. I've got a 5 second, 2 second, yeah, I think there's some kind of fade going on there. So in other words, if I'll show you what I mean by just playing it. So to start off, so I go in, fades in, and we're talking about wide angle. Fades out, fades in, fades in, fade. And there we go. So what the order I did is I did the background, I added the slides and got exactly, and I paid no attention whatsoever to the voiceover. That, by the way, is a collage, which has been made in Google Photos in one tap. So in other words, create a collage, make it, save it, add it in. Then I've gone on, and then I've repeated, and I tried duplicating it, but it all threw it off, so I put some new titles in, exactly the same. Then I've added in a solid black, and then a transition to fade out. Then what I've gone and done is I've gone all the way back to the beginning, and I've looked and you know, perhaps I'm okay with this now, you know, bear in mind I've been a teacher for so long that I can just talk, and so therefore I thought, well, I know the order, I've got no written script, nothing like that. Then all I've done is I've said, okay, that's fine. What I want to do is I want to go to music, and then I want to go, or audio rather, and then I want to go to voiceover, and then I click that, and the moment you hit that red button, you're off. So I did a little like test one, which I deleted to make sure my microphone was working okay, which it was. Then that's fine. Then I saved it, and then I went back, and produced it at 1080p and shoved it to YouTube, and that's what you've seen. So PowerDirector, what a great tool, and happy weekend to people.